Hello, good morning and good afternoon to our special guest, Mr. Charles, our lecturer, Mr. Hassan, and today's audience. My name is Abir Abid from the group Achievers, and today we're here to present our findings for Group Task Part 1 for our Book Doc Product Promise. Now, before we begin our presentation, let's meet our fellow Achievers. First, we have our leader, Nurul Sabana, the assistant leader, Lurul Rosina, the secretary, Lim Eugene, the PowerPoint designer, Li Yang, and today's presenters, Young Hao, Abir Abid, and King Lung. A special thanks to my team members also for their contribution and all of their hard work. So the objective behind this presentation is what our research and findings were for our book docs, applications, features, and augmented services, what the customers thought about these services. And then based on our findings, we hope to further discuss and advise potential solutions to further enhance book docs products. Now, to start off the presentation, I'd like to hand it off to Young Hao.
For BookDoc core benefit, the first point will be reward system. BookDoc giving award as a motivation to users, and the more active the users are, the more rewards will be given to the users. The first evidence, consumers stated that BookDoc improved our healthcare with staying active with free rewards. And the second evidence is consumer stated that there are a lot of information and rewards given by the BookDoc application. Moving on to the second point, efficiency appointment. BookDoc also reduced the chances of patients tired of waiting in clinic. Users can seeking doctor's consultation anytime and anywhere. As you can see in the evidence, consumer has stated that it is easy to find the nearest clinic and hospital to make an appointment. And another evidence that consumer stated that he is able to find the nearest 24-hour clinic in 3 a.m. Moving on to the third point, virtual consultation. BookDoc provides all categories of doctor in clinical. Consumer can use BookDoc to make an appointment with the doctors. As you can see in the evidence, consumer stated that it is not satisfied with the appointment due to being cancelled out of nowhere. Moving on to the next point, physical data. BookDoc is able to track our physical data, and it can also check the historical trend of physical data of a consumer. As you can see in the evidence, consumer stated that BookDoc is a reminder to regard to his health and had a fun way to maintain to keep up his health. The fifth point will be update and the latest news. BookDoc always update health news and happenings around news to the consumer. The evidence has stated that consumers love the application because it provides daily COVID-19 cases and health news. Moving on to the last point, educate the wider public. Article has stated on wellness which approved by healthcare practitioners, and the activity are connected to healthcare. And these are evidence, engage and educate the public, published by BookDoc. Moving on to the next slide. Key features that support the benefit. As the first point is teleconsult. BookDoc application allows their customer to chat with doctors in private and secure way through online. As you can see in the evidence, consumers stated that many categories of doctor is provided. Moving on to the second point, marketplace. Marketplace is an online e-commerce platform which is built inside BookDoc application as a feature allows users to buy health and services which over 5,000 of them. Moving on to the next point, which is search and book. Customer can search and book for their preference healthcare professional in anytime, anywhere in BookDoc application. As you can see in the evidence, consumers stated that it is a great app to integrate with land transport such as GrabCar and Uber and so on. Events and news. BookDoc will keep on update the latest alert, event, medical and health information for customers who use the app. Moving on to the next point, activity. BookDog will provide the discount voucher such as Guardian, Caring, Brooks, Patron, Lazada, and so on, for the customer to stay active with BookDog and able to receive such good rewards as voucher. As you can see in the evidence, consumers stated that being awarded gets them excited and motivated to do more exercise, and that BookDog is user-friendly and simple, clean interface. And the next point will be employees' benefit. The administration costs will reduce for employee and employer get to see their live report. Employee also have option to optimize MC utilization. Last but not least, health coaching is a team of nutrition and dietitian that will give advice and help users on weight management, nutrition amount, and physical activity in order to stay healthy. For the evidence that is provided, consumers stated that it is a good application to use and is a friendly user. Moving on to the next slide, I'll pass it to Leong King Long.
So thank you, Yohao, for passing me to the next slide. So right now I'll be talking about what does BookDog brand represent to its customer. So firstly, it's basically about what goes through an individual mind when you think about BookDog. So firstly, it's accessible. So as you all know, that BookDog is available in multiple platforms such as iOS and Android. So they offer customer loyalty program and reward customer for their high level of operation, which also means that they are high participation in the app. So you can see that these are the reward tier list. This is the silver reward. We will have gold, platinum, and bronze. Moving on to the next point is time efficient. So right now, during this pandemic, we are able to book appointments through online and seek consultation. So this is able to help us reduce the exposure of human interaction and avoid long waiting hours in the clinic. Besides that, user-friendly. So we all know that BookDog is easy to install and sync to through multiple platforms such as your smartwatches, and you can reply on the services. So it's a very easy and direct information that does not cause confusion. So one of the user actually stated that the challenge is user-friendly. So moving on to the next point, which is encouraging. So BookDog actually acts as a personal motivator to encourage us to exercise more often. So it actually sends push-up notification to tell us to exercise more. So one of the users actually said that you actually get rewarded by exercising. So it is actually another reason for consumer to actually exercise more. Moving to the next point, which is privacy and security. So BookDog actually offers top-notch security for their consumer. So they use firewall services to protect all our information. So hackers does not have a chance to steal our personal information and data. The system actually secures and ensures that our information are safe and secure. So not only that, they actually will assist you to update about your status, providing in the evidence here. So last but not least is actually convenience. So BookDog actually incorporate all these features and benefits that we stated before into one single app. So we do not have to download multiple apps. Not only that, we can actually book appointment anytime and anywhere. We can even meet all kinds of doctors 24/7 through their online consultation. This is one of the reviews. They actually said that he can find the nearest clinic to his house without actually physically going out. The next user also say it's very convenient, so which means that it is very effective and efficient. So right now I'll be talking about augmented product as well. So first of all is installation. So we actually know that BookDog is actually free to install. Unlike many of their competitors, it's actually free of cost everybody is able to enjoy full privilege with no cost at all. So one of the reviews actually say good app but need to upgrade to sync the device, which is not a problem because I'll be stating in this point now. Updates. So Bookdoc actually provide constant updates to actually fix the previous bugs to ensure a smooth experience using the app with more features, adding additional features every time when they go through an update to enhance the consumer using satisfaction. This is their latest software. So next is hotline. So Bookdoc actually offers effective customer service. So one of the reviewer actually said that fast reply whenever he or she have a problem. So they actually stated their emails and even their hotline, so you can go through verbal or even written form of communication. So next is discount and partnership. So Bookdoc actually the products that are sold in Bookdoc are actually authentic from real vendors. So one of the evidence stated that this is a real life certified receipts that he or she received from Bookdoc. So next up is upgrading to premium version. So the collaboration with MOH allows Bookdoc to provide latest news and exclusive challenges. Latest news and exclusive challenges by means they actually update the daily COVID-19 cases, and consumers are able to win prestigious rewards and special rewards. As we all know that this is still developing a new feature, so there are still minor bugs. So next is evolution of digital health field. So not only cater to consumer, Bookdoc actually help local businesses to advertise their business through Bookdoc to raise consumer awareness. So this is a very hassle-free way of advertising local business to increase their consumer. Last but not least, partnership with government. So as you all know that government intervention is happening with Bookdoc. So we actually have easier access to medical services. So these are actually the public services that are collaborating with Bookdocs.
Thanks, Umang. Now we'll talk about what the customers have to say about the augmented services. So, Mr. Charles, as you can probably see from our statistics, users were not satisfied with the installation process, as they complained that they faced difficulties while they were installing the app, or that the features were not user-friendly, or they just didn't understand how to use the app. One review even states that even after several attempts to uninstall and then install the app, she still faced difficulties logging into her Bookdoc account. The same is with our next feature, which is the updates. Customers were not satisfied with it, as they complained that even after regularly updating, they could not sync in their steps, or they just couldn't connect the Bookdoc app with their Google account or other health apps. The third feature is the hotline or the teleconsultation. Customers were not satisfied with it as it failed to meet their expectations. Some reviews claimed that they couldn't book an appointment at all, and one user even complained that after booking her appointment online and when she arrived to the clinic, the staff doesn't have any records of her online appointment, and she was even scolded for not bringing her own pen, which we can claim that is very unprofessional for an employee. The next augmented product is the exclusive discount partnership, which users were not satisfied with either, as they claimed that they were not given enough time to redeem their rewards. And one user even claimed that the reward is only based solely in KL areas, which is very unfair to users who live in the east side of Malaysia, such as Sabah and Sarawak. The next augmented product we're going to talk about is the evolution of the digital health field. Users were satisfied with this service as they were given COVID-related news and updates, such as where the red zone areas are, or how many cases were active. Bookdoc also gives users the opportunity to book COVID tests online, where staff would be sent to their home and then done COVID swabs in the safety of their homes. The next augmented feature is the upgradation to premium version. Users were not satisfied with this feature as well, as they claimed that it was not user-friendly. After they upgraded to the premium version, they couldn't sync in with their health apps, such as Hawaii Health app, and it didn't calculate their steps properly either. The next feature is the partnership with the government, which users were very satisfied with. In this feature, the Ministry of Health cooperated with private firms such as BookTalk to provide services to counter the COVID-19 spread. They also provided free mental health consulting and personalized pandemic counseling for those users who could not go to the clinic directly, were given the opportunity to book all this counseling and consulting online in the safety of their homes. So, Mr. Charles, as you can tell by now, there are a lot of mixed reviews on all these products. Some customers are satisfied with some products, yet some customers are not satisfied with other products. Therefore, we help to share some suggestions which can help close the gap. Unfortunately, as we have a short amount of time, we shall only discuss 4 core suggestions that we felt BookTalk could most improve upon. Number 1 is the hotline of the customer care. We feel that it's best to increase the option of contact, such as platforms like Instagram or Facebook, since this is a much more faster way of communication. Another method is to maybe train the employees much better on how to encounter unforeseen problems. This can be helped with conducting monthly employee performance evaluations. Number 2 is on how to improve exclusive discounts partnership. We suggest for premium account users, maybe it's best to add extra exclusive items. And for new users, it could be best to give cash vouchers. It also helps to make the rewards more user-friendly to users who are living in East Malaysia and to users who are non-Malaysian, as a large amount of population in Malaysia are considered international. Third, on how to improve the installation. Since a lot of users complain that BookTalk can get a little bit confusing, we suggest maybe for new users who just activated BookTalk, they can be little pop-ups next to each features on how to use these features. Or maybe a tutorial video on the BookTalk app itself so that customers don't have to go to the website or YouTube channel to learn how to use BookTalk and its apps and its features. Lastly, we suggest to improve the updates. A lot of users complain that their steps are not synced, so it would be probably better to have a record for lost data and to improve the step system, such as the detection of steps. We also suggest to sync with more health apps such as MyFitnessPal or Zombie Run, Nike, since these are very popular amongst the youth nowadays. We also suggest to include more fitness services rather than just step detection, such as light exercises or yoga, which can be more interactive with customers. We hope that these suggestions could be somewhat valuable and informative to you. If you do have any questions, please do not hesitate to contact us. Thank you so much for your time.